Hello guys and welcome to yet another video. My name is V, I'm Dimaster, I'm commercial diver, and today I'm gonna react to aquariums info last video.
In this video, I'm gonna be scuba diving inside a house.
There's over $1 million of fish and coral in here. I'll need to watch out for giant sea urchins and stinging anemones. This is going to be almost impossible.
Oh, we start already, we are 13 seconds. Did you see here how she dropped back in the aquarium?
The only problem is I have to do a scuba course before we go. So I just...
You're diving into somebody's aquarium. Okay, it's good to have a scuba course. No one's gonna ask you for a scuba license to dive in his aquarium. Or maybe that guy asks you, but again, even if you are a trained scuba diver, that doesn't mean you have insurance.
checked online. My local dive shop doesn't have an opening until next week.
We need to be in New York City this Saturday, so this just isn't gonna work. I don't wanna have to fly down to the Florida Keys for a refresher scuba dive. At late notice, this will cost thousands of dollars.
Late notice. The refresher. $3,000. How much is the flight to go there?
And we just don't have the time to make this happen. The shop said there's still a chance of a cancellation.
We're on our way to the dive shop. We're just gonna show up and hope they can fit us in.
Turns out they're a fan of the channel. Shout out to Learn Scuba Chicago. You're all legends. This is the perfect...
Look at that. The instructor just sitting there on the base, and she just dove without fins into the pool. Okay, the BCD has lift, no problem. And in case that you forgot to inflate your BCD, guess what? You don't have fins to swim. Yeah. Bye.
refresher course. I'm going to test my skills in this massive pool. The dive master pushed me to my limits, testing my buoyancy control.
Buoyancy control. Grab her and tell her and twist her on the side. I don't get it. And he sees the octopus. It's on the back of her hand, arm. Doesn't put it on the
hand signals and general spatial awareness underwater.
That was scary with an instructor. On Saturday, it's just gonna be me down there.
If you watch my channel, you know that I've been here before, but this time is different. This time, I'm getting inside the 17,000 gallon tank. Meet Andrew, the owner and creator of this enormous aquarium. Andrew spent 6 years building his dream tank. He owns rare fish and corals from all around the world and spends $50,000 a month just to maintain it. Since last time, Andrew has added tens of thousands of dollars of new corals and some crazy other stuff too. I really want to get footage from inside the tank. This has never been done before and I think it's going to look awesome. It's going to feel like scuba diving in the actual ocean, minus the sharks. There's only one thing we can do to make sure we're prepared. I'm going to order this super expensive waterproof...
This is just a super expensive waterproof
case for my camera. I just hope it comes in time. We're leaving
$650. She meant that one, the super expensive housing for the camera. Let me show you what's the super expensive. Yeah? CNC, Ike Light, Subal, how you pronounce it. The other Italian thing, I don't remember, I'm gonna find it and put it in the screen so you can see also the price of it. And so many other brands out there. It's only the housing without the port. It costs $2-3 grand, if not more.
Just 2 days. I'm also going to surprise Andrew with a super cool coral. Let's see if they have something here for his tank. Unfortunately, the shop isn't going to be able to ship the coral in time.
I'm gonna have to take it on the plane. Hopefully they'll let me through security with it.
While I was at the coral shop, our new camera gear arrived. Let's check it out. I really hope it doesn't leak when I scuba dive in the tank. We just don't have the time to test it.
Oh yeah. It was like a super expensive piece of equipment you just bought. Like you don't have time to test it. It's like open it to see if your camera fits, if your camera works, sink it 5 minutes on your bathtub or... No? Why you have to...
It's the next morning and our flight leaves in 30 minutes.
They're testing the water at security. Our flight leaves in 30 minutes and I'm freaking out.
For the tank, the bigger the problems. Everything is 100 times the scale of a normal reef tank.
This is a normal skimmer. And these are Andrew's. He has 2 of them. This is a normal sump. And this is the sump Andrew uses.
Okay, go to the
This
scuba.
is
We're
a
not
normal
here for
heater.
that.
And these are Andrew's. They have 1.3 million BTU of power.
It's time to get suited up to get into the tank. Let's feed the fish before I go in. I want to make sure they're well fed so they don't nip at me.
You
Each
can't
day,
scuba
these
dive,
fish
yeah.
eat 5 pounds of frozen
Can't even
food.
hover.
That's a ton of
You see the
food.
reef, how it
Okay,
came
we're
up.
finally ready to scuba dive in Andrew's dream tank.
So look at that. Put the A7S III inside, which camera and lens gonna cost like 3-4 grand. She don't even check the underwater housing, and she just took the film from the dump port. Just took the film from the dump port, chuck the camera in, and she gonna dive like that. It's like you're looking for troubles.
Speaking of dream tanks, I'm giving one lucky subscriber a chance to win their own. Andrew's even throwing in some super soft merch, so subscribe right now.
Last week, Rachel from New Jersey won. Congratulations, Rachel. Andrew has only ever allowed professional cleaning crews to scuba dive in the tank, so I'm pretty nervous.
Corals are very fragile and can break very easily. And whatever you do, watch out and do not step on these sea urchins.
It's finally time to go into the tank. I'm so nervous. I really hope he doesn't regret this.
Relax, just careful with coral.
Great. This isn't calming my nerves at all. I had to climb up and lower myself into the tank.
Man, look how she
I started
dropped.
to make my way along the wall. This is when things started going downhill.
Yeah. First of all, she have so much lead. Okay, it's shallow. It's like 1.5 meters above her head. Which the aquarium must be like 3 meters tall. She don't have fins on, so she can't swim up to take air. And that's just not a scuba device. You are English, like your mother language is English. Scuba comes from English. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Where is the apparatus here? Nowhere. You just have an umbilical from outside, which is like technically surface applied. And with so much weight. I don't know if the umbilical actually was like tightened on the vest.
To make matters worse, no one outside the tank could understand me.
No, it's
I
not.
could see inside the camera case that water was
So what happened here, if for any reason she spat the regulator, you can see the hose is floating. Yeah? The regulator, I assume, is gonna start going up. If she don't grab it in time, put it back to her mouth, we're just gonna see a dead body there. I'm laughing now because nothing went wrong. It's like, she's gonna be a fish food.
definitely leaking in. This camera setup is over $4,000 and has all the footage from my trip. I can't...
Over $4,000 of camera worth. She don't even test it. And she don't know if it's leaking. Because it happens to have a similar housing with her. I don't have even to put saliva or something. So how it's possible to trust a piece of equipment that you just bought and you don't even check it. Anyways, we are 6:57.
afford to have it fail.
2 minutes.
I quickly made my way back to the surface.
I think the camera's leaking. We're gonna have to check it out and go back in.
The camera leaking. I think the camera leaking. Okay, maybe she was like in a rush or something. And look at that.
My only backup is this GoPro, but it's like 10 years old and the footage will be terrible.
The only backup is the GoPro Hero. Hero, no numbers. It's the actual GoPro Hero before 15 years. A channel with 3-something million subscribers. Doesn't have a GoPro. Doesn't have a DJI. It's like a small Chinese knockoff camera, which like can record 4K, fake 4K, actually 2.7K or something. Come on, girl.
After a quick inspection, I found that
look
one
at
of the
that.
O-rings wasn't quite in place. The camera is still working though. We're so lucky. Let's give it another shot.
Did actually know, but that water she dived on, it was salty, so if she doesn't clean the water from the back of the housing, it's gonna be rusty in a while. Actually brave, she put the camera back and go back again.
I have to be really careful down here. There are a lot of sea urchins on the ground. The path through the tank is super narrow. I also don't want to knock over any of these huge corals. Wow, this
Man,
is
imagine if you
absolutely
fell off
stunning.
inside there.
It truly feels like I'm in the ocean down here. I can't believe we made it.
$1,000
It's been a long journey, but totally worth it. It looks like it's snack time. The fish are going absolutely bananas. I could hear them chomping all around me. This was such a cool experience.
We just scuba dived in the world's largest home reef aquarium. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you here next week.
Subscribe. No, you didn't scuba dive because you didn't have any scuba device on your back. I don't know what kind of training you received with jumping to the pool with your fins hanging from your armpit. I don't know why you just took brand new housing without to inspect it first or inspect it when you was ready to dive. So many things they can fail. You have the port for the vacuum pump. Well, actually, you don't have a vacuum pump. You have one more here that goes the pistol grip. You have 2 O-rings here in the door. And you have the O-ring here. So, come on, it's easy. Not gonna take 3 minutes to check them. What you mean you don't have time for that? You make all that effort for that video, which is fine. It's okay. But again, the safety in the aquarium. Not even a necklace. Something to hold the regulator in your mouth. So if for any reason someone accidentally fell into the ground and fell in on your line and take the regulator from your mouth with all that weight that you have on, you're gonna be fish food. If you see on the beginning, on the first drop that she makes, she almost fell back. So much weight she have on her back. Anyway, I like it. It's not like super something wrong or but so much money in there, so expensive equipment, expensive corals and fishes. Even like if I was me, you have to shower before you jump in there. Anyway, tell me what you think and see you in the next one. Bye.